everybody. Okay, so let's get started with Animoto. This is the site, and as you can see in your video instructions, I have the link here for you. And I'm going to go right to the page. So after you create an account, okay, a free account, you're now going to go under View By, which is right here on the left-hand side, to New. Once you click New, click it. You're going to go to the right, and you're going to go right down on the right-hand side, and you're going to click Birthday Card. As you see, it's going to play, and you're going to click Choose Template. Once you do that, you're now going to be brought into another window. In this window, you can now have a lot of options. For instance, we can change the layout if we wanted to. I want you to go through those and see what you would like to do. You could change the color, and you know I love lime green, so I'm going to go probably some type of bluish green here. Okay, so you could change the color on anything. And if you see here, I can even go, and I wanted to, I could change that. I could change this. If I click the box right here, it says I could change the accent color. So right there, if I wanted to, I could make that yellow, but that's a little hard on the eyes. So we can even go with like a burnt orange. We can even go with a green, which is still hard, or we can even go, I like that, it's like a very deep blue, like muted gray blue, okay? Now, to add text. If I wanted to add text, I can do that, but I don't need to. And all you have to do is just click out, click it, and you can go right to undo up here if you make any mistakes, okay? So now that we went through these, so we have layout, we could change the color, and we can also add text. If you see down here is your timeline, almost like it's like an easier version of like iMovie per se, or even if you think about Photoshop when we're in that. And we have the timeline at the bottom. So if you see here, we're on the first, we're going to call it slide, where we have the text and the image. You can actually put your own images in. If you wanted to go to project, you can drag and upload your images. So if you have some from your phone, you can email them to yourself and through Gmail, and then put it on your computer and then drag them in. If you, for right now, I'm just going to use stock imagery, and I can go and pick a photo that I would want in there, and I can actually go put that right in. Okay, and I have that photo in. Okay, and then you can also make favorites too if you start adding your own photos in from your upload here. Okay, so now we have that. If we click down here, we can go, and now we can add, another image, change the color. Again, if I wanted to change that accent color, I could do that to something like that if I wanted. And then if you wanted to change the text, just double click, and then you could change it. You could change the size, you could change the color of it, and you would just do that in here. And then if you go to your third one, again, you're going to put some type of image in here again. Again, you can go to your stock and do that if you wanted. Okay. And pick something fun. So I would have at least, if you see here, there's 6 slides. So I would have 6 different images there of, things that you would want to put in this digital birthday card for somebody. Maybe it's something that you did together. Maybe it's all photos of them. Maybe it's things they like with one photo of them. Okay, so think about how you want to lay this out. And next, this is another photo. And then if you see here, there's other photos that we can put in if we wanted to. Okay. And then we can go here, and we have another photo. then we also have here. You can also, if you go here and then you can go to music, we can also add music to this if we wanted. So if I was to play this right now, it's Pacifica instrumental. And it's going to render it. It's going to take a couple. Give it a few minutes. But if you can see here on the left while we're doing that, there's all these different types of music and genres to go through if you wanted to. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. You know, if there's something that you would want, they're all here. And then here is the card with the music playing. So it's actually a video of the girl moving around and dancing. So you could like do a video of yourself saying, you know, like jumping up and down for the person. And then you can add that in. And you see how all those photos came in? It was like a little mini slideshow. So you could do that as well. Okay, so I'm going to go back now to the timeline. So if you see here, if you see that there's this right here, you can duplicate a slide if you wanted to. And right here, if you could see, there's a 21-second little video clip, okay, that you can add. You could do little videos and add that in as well. This is a photo. If you go here, you're going to see that there are, when you click this slide, okay, I think it's this one, hold on. Yes, this one. You can actually go in and add multiple little images, so when this plays, they're all going to play. And then you could change the burst speed of how fast they go, okay? So you could also do that as well. Now, if you want, you can go through and you can add another block if you wanted to, okay? And if you see here, when we get to the end, there's another little video and the girl's moving, and then there's a text box. So you can actually go in and change all this. And here, you can scale it, you can trim clip it. So if we go here, I could actually take pieces and clip the video where I would want it to be. Okay, so that's all in there as well. So if we go back here to stock, okay, project, if you go here, you will be able to download anything that you have, okay, to upload. Next, think about ratio. This is good, and it tells you for YouTube, for Facebook, LinkedIn. This is good for like your phone, like a vertical, and this is good for Instagram, the square, okay, and Facebook. So it's good for, they're going to tell you what they're good for on how you actually want it to look, okay? So the aspect ratios, they do give you an option right there, okay? Next, if you want to go to design, you can go in and pick themes. For instance, if we wanted to pick a theme, we could do that. There's tons of them to pick from. Okay. Text settings. Right here, you can go to text style. You can actually pick fonts if you wanted to. Video settings. So video settings, if you can see, there's a film strip. There's the flare. There are all the transitions and visual treatments, okay? And then you also have the video background, which you can change if you wanted to, okay? I'm going to keep it white for right now. And as you can see, there's also filters that you can add for black and white effect and cool colors, even a denim effect if you wanted, okay? And I'm going to go back to none. And then we're going to get out. Now the watermark. You're going to see that there's going to be a watermark on here. If you wanted to, you can add a logo to the corner of your video. If you have your own little logo that you wanted to add, you could do that as well. Okay, I'm going to click out of this now, out of the design. Okay, and again with music, we went over that. If we go to if you want to name your video, so I would do this. I'll do this sample, a sample birthday card. Okay, and then you can do that. And then what we're going to do, that's going to come up. Now that it auto saved again, I can now go to export. Now this is going to generate the video for me, and it takes approximately about 30 seconds. There's different ways to share and also to download. So we're going to go through those. Now, Animoto actually has their own watermark that is put on all of your videos because we're using the free version. So it will be there, but for right now, that's fine for us. Okay, so as you can see right here, the video is finalizing, and you see that in these aqua stripes right here, right across the page. Okay, now, once we do that, we can go to share, and you can see where we could share it to YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, or Facebook profile, or Facebook page. We can also now copy it to the clipboard if we want to copy that link. We can go to download, and this is where I want to go over with you. Okay, for the 1080p, for that resolution, you would need an upgraded account. So we're not going to worry about that. So we can do the HD 720, which is a decent resolution, especially for online. And then if you need to use a lower version, you can use the 4080p or the 360p, depending on the quality that's needed and also where you're going to be uploading it to. So file size is pretty important. So I'm going to go for the HP 720, and I'm going to click download. So as you can see on the bottom left of my screen, it is downloading. And if I click it, I now have a video that's coming up in QuickTime. Please make sure that you understand that I am on a Mac. So you're probably going to have some type of other media player if you're not on a Mac and you're on some type of PC. It will play some type of media player, okay? And then it should pop up. And then you could save it. And this project, once you create the MP4, you're then going to upload that to Google Classroom. And then that's how you're going to turn your project in for this week. All right, if you have any questions, please message me in Google Classroom. And I hope you like this video. Thank you.